here, and we are back with a brand new Let's Play. As you can see by the screen in front of me, we have got the Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD, basically mod for Total War Attila. So obviously this is absolutely huge. If we click in here, obviously we've only got access to the early campaign. As you can see, that is an absolutely jam-packed map of Europe. So the early campaign, or the Middle High Ages, have so far been a period of growth and prosperity, though not without its share of bloodshed. The era has been dominated by the Crusades, and two are ongoing at present: the Albigensian Crusade in southern France and the Crusade against the Almohad Caliphate in the Iberian Peninsula, which was also known as the Reconquista. Another crusade with far-reaching effects was the Fourth Crusade, where the Byzantine Empire was overthrown and the Latin Empire established in its stead. Now, various Byzantine successor states and the Latins vied for control over the ashes of the Byzantine Empire. Meanwhile, the Holy Land, which has been continuously fought over for a century, is once more the target of a crusade. Pope Innocent III plans the conquest of Cairo from the Untitled Sultanate, hoping to retake Jerusalem if Egypt can be secured. Yet all this may as well be insignificant in face of the horror approaching from the eastern steppes. Undoubtedly that is in reference to the vast and mighty Mongol hordes. So I've had a little bit of a play around with a couple of different factions. So this is impressive, guys. Like, literally there is something like 57 playable factions here, all with their different starting positions, different units, all that sort of good stuff. So I think, what should we do? Because there's a lot of Let's Plays about the Byzantine Empire and France, England, the usual ones that you always see. So I'm kind of half thinking about either doing a Russian faction. Actually, maybe I'll do the Seljuks. The Seljuk Sultanate of Rum might be an interesting one to do, I think. So we'll do a couple turns. We'll see how it goes. Obviously, if it goes well and there is enough support for this, then maybe I will continue the campaign. I'm an absolute glutton for punishment, I am certain. But let's just give it a quick read. The coming of the Seljuks was a major shock to the Muslim world. A group of nomadic pastoralists from Khwarezm, the Seljuk migrated into Iran and took it by force at the head of a large Turkoman confederation. Once the Near East had been consolidated under strong Seljuk leadership in Iran, the perennial raids from the Turkish tribesmen led to direct conflict with the Roman Emperor, whose army fell at Manzikert in 1071, paving the way for Turkish conquest in Anatolia. Following traditional assignment of land as punges of the Turks, the Seljuks of Rum consolidated power in Anatolia, increasing their prestige and pressing the neighbouring Christians. The assassination of Malik Shah, Sultan of the Great Seljuks, in 1092 proved to be an opportune event for the Sultan of Rum, as the chaos that erupted gave him, like many in the disintegrating Great Seljuk realm, the opportunity to carve out their own independent realm, free from Seljuk politics in Iran. The freedom was short-lived. The Crusaders, yada yada yada. So I think if I play these guys, the goal will probably be to secure all of Turkey, probably the Middle East, and then the Balkans, and recreate the Ottoman Empire. But at least that's the general idea. So let's jump in and have a go. So obviously, if you do like what we're doing on the channel, smash the subscribe button and give this video a like. Share it with your friends, all that sort of good stuff. Leave your thoughts, tips, tricks, all that sort of stuff. Any advice you guys can give. I have played Rome 2 extensively. I haven't played it to anywhere near as much. So let me know. Maybe there's some game mechanics I'm not sure about. Those of you that are a bit more familiar with the mod, I'm more than happy to listen to other people's advice and tips and strategies and all that sort of good stuff. And it may be something as simple as don't play the Seljuks of Rum. It's an impossible faction to play. Whatever. So let me know what you guys think, and obviously if this video gets you know, enough attention and it gets enough sort of, I suppose, likes or you know, interaction from you guys, the community, the viewers, then like I said, I'll either look at either continuing this as like an actual campaign, or I will, you know, maybe leave it up to you guys to pick one of the 57 factions, and I will attempt to do a let's play campaign with whichever faction which is chosen. So obviously we start with the mod credits. This pops up at the start of every campaign. War units, this pops up also. So let's have a look. So we have got 4 cities by the looks of it. We are at war. And who are we war with? The Empire of Trebizond. Okay. We're not friendly with the Kingdom of Jerusalem. Do they want to trade? Probably not. No. What else have we got going on? The Latin Empire. They're not exactly high up on the bro list either. Principality of Antioch. I'm guessing they're going to be an issue. Nobody seems to want to trade with we good Turks. I do not know why. I'm sure we're very honest and trustworthy individuals. And we've got an army that is just like half annihilated. And we've got an army here that's doing pretty well. As you can see, very, very heavily cavalry focused, which is you know, fairly accurate. Available bag of manpower. So what do we got? A medium spear infantry. What are these guys? Oh, Nafatun. Alright. So we'll build 3 of them.
We fight for you, my lord.
And maybe these guys we should move here. Because there's going to be a major attack. It's going to come from possibly Trebizond itself. It'll come down towards Kayseri, Malatya. So what can we do here? So unlocks recruitment of Futiu Koilula levy. So this one is unlocks recruitment of the UC and the UC Turkileri. 9,000. That's a pretty big investment. So what have we got with this one here? So this is goat pens. This will give us squalor. Food though, food's always oil. Yeah, food's pretty low actually. So let's build some goat pens. So what is this one here? A silk trader. So what have we got? A yarn hut. So animal husbandry. 45, 32 additional food, population growth, that's not bad, and wealth from animal husbandry, and 420 additional wealth, plus 105 from animal husbandry per local fertility level. So it looks like a worthwhile building. And what have we got going on here in Iconium? So this one is 60 to 50, something that's going to give us a decent amount of money, and also some good food. So that's not really doing much for us. Food is 40. Wealth is not bad actually. So that's a sheep herd, sure. Let's go with the sheep herd. Let us do a tech. What do we got? Oh, their techs are a little bit cheaper. That's pretty cool. Most of these techs here take 10 turns, so or at least all the other sort of factions that I've kind of played with. So military port's not really going to do much for us. We need to win on land at the moment. So maybe let's go with this one here. Diplomacy we can't actually do much. Let's go, so we will assign, so who we got here? Patron. Wealth plus 10%. This guy's supply, replenishment. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. So what is the name of that province? Where I put that army? Where are we? So Kayseri. Alright, let's have a look at Kayseri. Ah yes, right, so this guy's supply, Kayseri. So this guy, Patron, that's right, he was 10%. This guy's a statesman. Let's put him in Ankara. Put this guy in here. Let's get this guy in here. So, issue an edict. So, public order, maintenance. This one here I actually quite like because it gives you plus 25 from wealth. It also gives you growth, and it also, obviously being a heavy cavalry faction, minus 25% for cavalry units. So that's probably the edict that I am going to go for in on most of my provinces, I would say. Alright, so we can't do an edict there. We can do one here. Alright, to end the turn. Got an enemy army approaching from there, which is kind of what we expected. So obviously we will swing our army over to Malatya from Kayseri here. So what if we put them into force march, because they're pretty. So we're going to trespass. Yeah, of course. It is what it is. At least this way of this army here, which looks very, very ordinary, doesn't look like anything very spectacular. You know, if they obviously come in and attack the city, then our army should be able to reinforce that. So. Speaking of which, is our army still reinforcing? Yes, they are. Wonderful. These guys are building troops. That's good. Once these spearmen are done, we line up, push in on Sinop there. By that stage, this army should be fully reinforced. Now, I'm not sure how mercenaries work here. I did notice in a couple, in one of the factions I was playing, I believe you could build a mercenary camp in your settlements. So maybe that's what you need to do. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. But yeah, definitely, if I could build some mercenaries, that would certainly sort of help me out, I suppose. But anyway, it is what it is. Doesn't really think there's too much I can do, so we will continue on. But like obviously most people, and I know the public sort of beta or alpha of the campaign has been out and about for a little while.
Your people will curse your name when rivers run red with their blood.
Wonderful. It's just fantastic.
My lord would have me propose a treaty between us.
That works well for me. guys back on just standard stance. We'll put them in Malatya. And how are these guys looking? So Alexios, he's a good looking king, isn't he? Skutatoi, guard archers, Pranoi lancers, Trebizete cavalry. So they've got some pretty good looking units, don't they? So these guys are Alright, so let's, what the hell, why not? No guts, no glory. So let's have a look. What do these guys got? So those lancers are going to be a big problem for us. That's like javelin cavalry, and then it's mostly infantry. So I got a ton of cavalry, so mostly horse archers. So as long as I use the speed and I leverage that effectively, then I should be able to come out on top here. Let's find out what happens when you pit a Turkish cavalry army against a heavy Byzantine style army, shall we? So let's get into it. Let's get this little old slobber knocker underway. So the Scourge of Christianity. That's a very lovely name, isn't it? We're attacking a fort. This maybe was not one of the best ideas I've ever had. We'll see if they sally out though. We'll see if they come to me. If they do, that would be wonderful. If not, then I suppose it's just a matter of pulling the horse archers in, surrounding it, and just slowly peppering them down, because that is a very small confined space. So if I pull all my archers in there and shoot them, then I should be able to do maximum damage there. Should being the key word. So we'll see what happens. So effects are dry, lovely. Let's start the deployments. Oh no, they've got towers. That's not good. Alright. So sure. That's heavy shot, flaming shot. Maybe we'll put them on flaming shot. Maybe target those towers. That might work. Who knows? We'll find out.
What are your orders? What insolence! Do they not know who I am? Well, let us put a quick end to this approachment. Let us put these arrogant terms to the sword. Such mockery must not go unanswered. Make ready. Melee cavalry ready. Advance at speed. Horse archers. Riders at the double.
So these guys,
The enemy has been spotted. Riders advance. You wait your order. Use
put
formation.
these guys in loose formation. That's looking extremely ineffective, isn't it? So these guys look like they're starting to break. That's wonderful. Now, will the Scutari break? Probably not. But we can charge them and find out what happens, can't we? Sometimes you just need to kick the front door in. A bit of good old-fashioned, brute force. So as long as we can break this cavalry, we should actually take this battle, which is actually really, really surprising. And there goes the general. It's all over. It's all over. And it was looking so promising.
Our men are rallying. They're not done yet. Our spears are yours. By the God! Awaiting order. As you say.
This is crazy. Just all these arrows coming at each other.
Unit has been destroyed.
And there goes their king. Oh, this is lovely. Very lovely.
We await your order. Find your target.
This is the guard archers, is it? So these guys will be pretty tough. What are they doing? They're coming to engage. Alright, let's shoot them first. So obviously in these early stages of the game, these early tier archers, or starting tier archers, they seem to be pretty useless at ranged attack, but when they get in kind of close, they seem to do alright. So let's just speed it up and get this over with.
Our men are wavering.
it's pretty much all over.
Withdrawing some of our troops may be prudent.
Alright, valiant defeat. It's a little bit shocking. But guys, that's obviously a teaser. I'm pretty pumped for this game. I definitely want to do a let's play campaign. Maybe not this one. I don't know. We didn't start off so well. Obviously, that was a bit of a noobus mistake on my behalf, attacking them while roughly a similar sized and sort of strength force while they were entrenched in a fort. But hey, it is what it is. All for the enjoyment of those watching at home. But if you guys want to see more, then by all means, like I said guys, smash that subscribe button, drop this video a like, leave your thoughts, tips, tricks, all that sort of good stuff in the comment section below, and let me know what faction would you guys like to see a let's play with, and preferably something that hasn't really been done with, or one that hasn't been, where there hasn't been a whole lot seen, so that we can sort of mix it up and make it a little bit interesting. So but apart from that, this is Down Under Gamer signing off. Thanks for watching everybody. Cheers mates.